Today we're talking about FC26 career mode once again. We're going over the deep dive notes. In today's video, I'm going to focus on new features like manager career with icons and heroes, the manager market, and deeper simulation and data-driven scouting. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are so close to 300,000 subscribers. We've got 7,777 to go. Tell your friends to subscribe and make sure you leave a like because it always helps the videos. Manager career with icons and heroes is a new feature this year. You can bring legends to your club now. This feature gives you more control over your squad, letting you manage some of football's most legendary players. So this is what it looks like. It says choose your icons and heroes. So you can select more than one, which is good. In this case, they've selected 6, but there's a fair amount to choose from. I'm sure you have to unlock some of these as well as you play the game. Remember that if you pre-order the game, you do get 3 icons for career mode. Whether you want to recreate classic teams or build your own dream lineup, our goal is to give you more depth and flexibility for all types of players. You can unlock icons and heroes by progressing through the season pass. You have to complete specific objectives across all game modes to progress through the season for opportunities to unlock icons and heroes to use in your next career or challenge. So you'll be able to play with new unlocked icons and heroes only after starting a new career. Each season introduces a new roster of icons and heroes to discover, unlock and add to your dream squad at the start of your next journey. This feature is good because you can recreate classic teams or build a fantasy squad. The more icons and heroes you unlock, the more options you'll have to recreate a classic lineup. You've got Authentic Club, Create Your Club, and also the Icons and Heroes one. You'll see the icons you have unlocked here, and you can select more than one, of course, and then you can throw them into a team. You can see Real Madrid's lineup has Bale, Ronaldo, Beckham, Zidane, and a few other icons there as well. So you can have like a fantasy team in career mode. This would be crazy. Imagine Real Madrid with the icons in the team as well in career mode. Manager market is the next feature, and this basically means now that managers will not stay at the same club for 15 seasons in career mode. Managers can be poached, sacked, or they may even choose to pursue new opportunities, resulting in a living, ever-changing managerial environment across career mode. How managers move. Opposition managers can leave their clubs in several ways: by getting sacked, poached by another club, or voluntary departure. So if a manager has been at the club for a long period, they may choose to leave, seeking a new challenge. The longer a manager stays at a club, the higher the chance they'll consider looking for a new challenge. When a club parts ways with its manager, a caretaker manager is sometimes appointed temporarily. Caretakers manage the team until a permanent replacement is found, and should their performance meet the expectations of the board, it can influence whether they are offered the job full-time. If the caretaker isn't deemed fit to take on the full-time job, the club will look for a suitable candidate. So this is what it looks like. You can see the club name, the manager name, dominant tactic, job security, and hiring likelihood. If the current manager has a stable position, you won't be able to apply for the job. The following criteria is used to determine the compatibility of other managers for the job, and the club will create a short list of potential candidates. The quality of the club against the quality of the club the target is currently managing. For managers who are in the free agents pool, the quality of the club they formerly performed at will be used. Managers can switch between managing clubs from men's and women's football, and the potential transition will be included in the evaluation process. The manager's current job security level will be a factor, with safe managers unlikely to switch clubs. The length of the tenure a manager has at their current club will influence the compatibility rating to make sure the job market movement doesn't go stale and that recently appointed managers will have the opportunity to prove themselves in their new roles. If the manager has the same nationality as the target club, their chances of making the shortlist will be increased. Clubs will assess the compatibility of a manager's tactical vision with their club vision. After clubs make their shortlists, it's the manager's turn to decide if they will take on the opportunity. The comparison between the quality and the prestige of both clubs will be the deciding factor. Job application and hiring process. When a position becomes available, you will have the opportunity to apply to the job, should your performance and vision align with the needs of the club. So yeah, you'll see a thing here that says apply for job, and it says job security available, hiring likelihood certain. So if you see things like safe, there's probably no chance of you joining these clubs. But if you see something like available or okay, then you might have more of a chance. If you have high compatibility with the club, you'll be notified about the high likelihood of taking the job should you declare interest. And then it comes up in the task list. It says job offer from Man City. The following factors determine your job compatibility: your performance against the club's objectives, the quality of the club you're playing at compared to the club you're targeting. It's unlikely that you will get to jump from a lower division team to the best clubs in the world. However, should you manage to win a trophy with a lower rated team, opportunities at bigger clubs will begin to surface. So this is what a contract offer looks like. Man City would be happy to have you at the club. We hope you accept this offer. This contract will be under review if you do not meet the following objective. So you have to win the league title. It tells you your wage and then you hold R1 to sign. You can stall or reject the offer as well. You can shortlist jobs to monitor their status and receive notifications when those positions become available. The Suggestions tab highlights jobs that are a good fit for your current profile, making it easier to identify realistic opportunities. So you'll have the watch list and also suggestions. This is where the game will suggest different clubs because the job security is very insecure and you have a good chance of getting hired. You click that to declare your interest, and you might just get the job. If you're sacked, your agent will present a list of clubs interested in your services, reflecting your reputation and recent achievements. Gameplay implications: when AI-controlled managers take on a new job, they will try to instill their vision on the club. This will change how opposition teams will play, making encounters against these teams more diverse. The tactical changes will have an impact outside the pitch as well, as formation changes will have a ripple effect on the AI's squad evaluation process, re-evaluating a club's needs as they define their transfer shortlist and which players will be deemed surplus to requirements. The next new feature today is deeper simulation and data-driven scouting, custom league simulation and career setup. When starting a new manager career, you can now select up to 5 additional leagues to simulate on top of your main one. This is managed in the settings screen during career creation. So it's under quick settings and it says deeper simulation. You can turn that on. Then you can choose up to 5 leagues. You'll be able to see historical stats, results, top performing players, full squads, and upcoming fixtures for those leagues. This functionality gives you more control over the footballing world you want to experience. For example, when managing in the Premier League, you can choose to simulate the top divisions in Spain, Germany, Italy, France, and the Netherlands, creating a more interconnected and detailed European football environment. Alternatively, you can focus on regional rivalries or emerging leagues, tailoring the simulation to their interests or career narrative. So you just select the different leagues you want, and it says, please note that adding leagues impacts the career advancement speed. Additional player data and enhanced realism. With deeper simulation, career mode now brings in historical player data. I do like the sound of that. At any time, players in the league your team is playing in and all selected simulated leagues will have the previous season's stats available. You can change the season with R3. You can see more stats with square. You can pick a competition with triangle, view player bio. Stats are also available during the first season, surfacing real-life data collected from the 24-25 season. The data includes top scorers, assists, clean sheets, yellow cards, red cards, average ratings. This data will help you evaluate players, track development, and plan transfers. You can now identify breakout performers from the previous season, monitor consistency, or spot under-the-radar talent based on real statistical trends. Revamped standings and team stats. So this is the new table now. There's a section for the champion. There's also a section for the UCL spots, Europa League spot, and Conference League spot. I like how it's spread out now. The standings section has been redesigned to centralize and enhance competition data and now integrates information previously found in the team stats section, which has been retired. The new screen is interactive, enabling you to navigate up and down league tables to select teams and view their stats, switch between all simulated competitions using either cycling between them or selection from a pop-up menu, access fixtures and results for each competition with a dedicated button. For knockout competitions, view stats for home and away sides. The full players list for any club in a simulated league now displays comprehensive stats across all competitions, with the option to filter by individual competition. This provides a holistic view of team and player performance, intended to support more nuanced decision making. Scouting actions and player stats improvements. Scouting and player analysis have been streamlined. When viewing a scout report for a player in a simulated league, you can directly access that player's full stats, making it easier to compare and evaluate potential signings. So you get a scout report and you click on one of the players and then you go to view team stats. And once you click on view team stats, you can see the player there amongst his teammates, and you can compare the stats. The player stats screen now includes a dedicated tab for average ratings, and it's also possible to filter stats by competition and season. This enables more granular analysis, such as comparing a player's league and cup performances or tracking their progress over this season versus the previous one. New gameplay opportunities and strategic depth. The ability to simulate multiple leagues and access detailed player data opens up new gameplay opportunities. Global scouting. You can now follow the progress of players and teams across different leagues, identifying talent that fits their squad's needs or tactical approach. Dynamic transfer market. With more leagues simulated, the transfer market becomes more active and unpredictable. Managerial storylines. You can track managerial changes, team performance, and player development across the footballing world, creating richer narratives and long-term goals. Data-driven decisions. Integrating stats supports a more analytical approach to squad building, mirroring the methods used by real clubs. Community impact and future potential. By giving you the tools to shape your own universe and providing access to deeper data, Career Mode now supports a wider range of playstyles, from hands-on managers who scout every league to those who want to focus on a single region. The foundation laid by this feature also opens the door for future enhancements, such as expanded data analytics, more dynamic league interactions, and additional customization options. So those were some new features coming to Career Mode this year. I'm pretty happy with what I've seen today. Stay tuned for my next video where I talk about more features coming to Career Mode as well. Thank you to my channel members Chris, Callum, Wing, Duffy Boy, Hugo, and Christian. If you want your name featured here, check out the link in the description. Make sure you are subscribed for more FC26 videos.